Good afternoon and welcome back again to Hot Jobs at Higher Military, where we are now in May the 2nd, you guys, and it is Military Appreciation Month. So I just want to pause and take a moment to say we appreciate you immensely and thank you so much for joining us week in, week out. So if this is the first time that you have been with us today, hi, it's so lovely to see you. Us here at Higher Military deliver these lives every single week, 2 p.m. Eastern Time on a Tuesday, because we want to bring you the newest and hottest SkillBridge internships and vacancies that we have to share. You will get to know the cadence, you will get to know the team, and we'll take a moment in a second to make some introductions, but we are really glad that you're here, so thank you for joining us. If you are new, or if you've been here a time or two before, definitely throw your name in the comments, say hi, share where you are, and if we can help, what sort of role you are looking for. I know I say this time in, time out, but Kristen, who heads up our strategics partnerships team, definitely minds these comments afterwards to identify what sort of roles our population are looking for. And it really does help when we are talking to prospective clients and prospective organizations that we want to partner with, because we partner with those that we think will bring the roles that you are looking for. So it's really lovely to see you today. Hi, Christina. Hi, Daryl. Hi, Adam. Hey, there's Amber Flores from our team in the chat today, which is great. Who else have we got? Jared, it's great to see you. Khaled, Shannon, so lovely to have you all here. Dave Kennett, you are a name that is shared amongst our team widely on a weekly basis. I know that Matt has shared a lot of information that you have disseminated for us, so thank you. It's lovely to see you as well. We'd also like to know how you heard about us. So if you are new today and somebody referred us to you, be it your installation, be it another organization, be it a friend, please do tell us. Again, we are trying to get the word out there in order to spread our opportunity. So we need to know where we should be. So any information you can share would be really useful for us. If you see in the hot links on our event today, we do have a few tags for you there. One is the Beginner's Guide to an Effective LinkedIn Profile. Definitely a good read if you are building your presence here on this platform. How to target your resume. If you take nothing away from us today, I implore you to read that document. It really will reposition for you what a resume actually should be, rather than an encyclopedia or a Bible of your whole military history or your whole career. We want you to consider it a windshield rather than that rear view, where you include the information that reflects your suitability and demonstrates your competitiveness for the role that you're applying to. It really shows that you are the solution to the problem that they have at the moment. So definitely take a look at that. In addition, if you are new to LinkedIn or you are really venturing into it now and wondering how to up your game, how to network, how to build your relationships across this social media platform, Mike Quinn, our CEO, is holding his next LinkedIn webinar. It's called Mastering LinkedIn with the USO Transitions team, and that is on May the 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's enough from me at the moment. So let me take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Lucy. I am one of the senior directors here at Higher Military, and I am an active duty military spouse. My husband is currently stationed at Eielson Air Force Base. So if you are Air Force or if you are Army and familiar with Fort Wainwright, we are in the interior of Alaska, where I normally bore people every week with our weather, but it's a balmy 40 degrees here today at 10 a.m. And it's really lovely to have you here. Over to you, Brandy.
Thanks, Lucy. Great to be here again. So I'm Brandy Walker, one of the recruiters here at Higher Military. Weather-wise, it's 55. It's cloudy. Just getting it out there. We had lovely weather this weekend. Got to sit on the patio reading a book. We are retired Army. So my husband got out 3.5 years ago, and I grew up military. So we're digging that retirement life. Glad to see everybody here. See Jake Masonite is here in the comments. So always a shout out to him. And then who am I passing off to today? Is it MC?
Hey, Randy, thank you. Hey, everybody. And for the record, it's 84 degrees here right now in Missoula, Montana. So we are winning. It might be hotter than back when my buddies back in Florida. Hey, I'm Matt Collins. I am a 28-year Army veteran. I am the SkillBridge recruiter here at Higher Military. I'm a huge proponent of SkillBridge because I was a product of it. I saw the value it provided for me in my transition. So Really love what I do here. Love the people we work with, including everyone on this call today. And we're really, really excited to be here and answer all of your questions, both SkillBridge and direct hire, and hopefully share some great opportunities with you as well. So with that, I will pass it on to Kate Wood.
Hey, thanks, Matt. I'm really excited to be with everyone here today. Kate Wood, one of the recruiters here at Hire Military. I am an Army veteran and an active duty Army spouse. My husband's still active duty, and we are stationed in Panama. He's on a special assignment here at the embassy. So I am always at a balmy 84, and we just entered into rainy season here in Panama. So really excited to meet all of you here today. I see some familiar faces as well. Some of those on the Emerald Coast, Panama City Beach, Pensacola as well. So we have some great opportunities to share specifically in that location. More to follow on that, but great to see everyone here, and hi to the other people on our team that are in chat, Amber, and I think we have Krista as well. So definitely connect with those that are in the chats. Really excited to be here. Lucy, back to you.
Thank you, Kate. So if you have questions for us today, if you are here for the roles, but you think of something, be it a challenge, be it a problem, an obstacle that you are having right now that you would love to hear a recruiter's perspective on, please do throw that into the comments, because we take a look at those as we are talking during our time here. And when we have time at the end, we try and acknowledge as many as we possibly can. We want to share our time wisely, and we want this period to be really useful to you. So please do, if you have some kind of concern or question or query, let us know. Let us see if we can answer it for you, at least give you advice from our perspective. So as we go into the show today and we share our opportunities, let me give you a bit of housekeeping. So the difficulty for us is while we are talking, while we are live, LinkedIn does not like it when we throw URLs into the comments. So if you hear a role and you think, yes, super interested, please can you just say the title of the role, like electrician, engineer, project manager, because we come back after the event once we've finished, and then we throw the URL to that job on our website so that you can take a look at that. Alternatively, you can take a look at yourself. If you go to hiremilitary.us, that is our website, and on there you will see multiple buttons on our homepage. The two that I want to draw your attention to are the SkillBridge internship opportunity one and the jobs. So that is where we host all of our requisitions at the moment. Here on this LinkedIn Live, we do only share a highlight reel of what we have this week. So if you hear the 3 or 4 that we have on each side and you're slightly dismayed and think, oh gosh, there's nothing for me, don't despair. Please do go to our website. And again, if you don't see anything there that is of interest to you, please take a moment to either come back and say, hey, nothing, but I'd like to hear more. Or on our website, we do have the opportunity for you to register your details so that when new roles come up and you say, hey, I'm interested in HR roles in Nashville, Tennessee, we will search through, we will see you, and then we can send that requisition to you as it comes in. So you've got opportunities, but it's really great to come to these on a week in, week out basis, because our roles change on the daily. So what we have to share today probably will be very different on Thursday or Friday. But like I said, as we go through, if you have questions at all, please do share them with us, because we would love to be able to answer them for you. So we are going to start off with the SkillBridge internship opportunities today. But before we do, Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about how SkillBridge works and who is eligible for SkillBridge?
Sure. Thank you, Lucy. I would love to. So SkillBridge, it is a DoD-wide program. So for everyone that's 6 months out from your end of service, your ETS date, SkillBridge exists for you. We have SkillBridge across a wide spectrum of industries. But what I tell everybody is that as you get to 8 months out, 9 months out from your transition, really even a year out, really start thinking about where you're going to be post-military and what you want to do post-military, right? So SkillBridge, it's really kind of a process of talking to your command team, having that conversation with your family if you're married or have dependents, and then figuring out where you want to be, and then start tailoring your resume to specific industries. But SkillBridge is 6 months in, minus your terminal leave. The Navy has a few different stipulations now, and each branch has some different stipulations. So you want to talk to your command team, your unit. But ultimately, if you're 6 months out from your ETS date, SkillBridge is there for you to start exploring. And we're going to talk a lot about some SkillBridge roles today, a couple of roles we have. But as Lucy said, as Kate will tell you, as Brandy will mention, we have SkillBridge opportunities that arise every day. So it's a very organic process with us. I tell everyone, get on that website every day and look at the opportunities we have. We're going to talk about a couple of those opportunities today, but again, these do not encompass all the SkillBridge opportunities we have. The first one I'm going to talk about is we talk about every week, and that is Texas Instruments. So they are, this is a continuous ongoing partnership we have with Texas Instruments through SkillBridge. And right now they're looking for their next cohorts for their electronic or for their technicians. And this role, again, this is, if you've got an electrical or mechanical background and some aptitude to learn, you're looking to be in Dallas, Texas, a really, really cool, exciting SkillBridge opportunity. It also includes a $6,000 relocation fee, which obviously that's huge as you're planning your transition. So that's with Texas Instruments. And again, if you have an electrical, mechanical background, reach out to myself, Brandy Walker, who's on this call. She is our Texas Instruments guru, and she can get you lined up and get you an interview scheduled. And there's a great opportunity with this role for you to potentially move into a full-time position after. You'd probably have a much better chance of that turning into a full-time role than the Dallas Cowboys would have of winning a playoff game in the city of Dallas. So lifelong Niners fan, I will never miss a chance to take a shot at the Dallas Cowboys with an audience. So thank you for that. Next, really, really exciting role we have right now. It is with a company called R4 Integrations. And this is one we talked about this week. We're really, really excited to put out there. It's an aeronautical mechanical engineer. It's in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, an incredible location, former Floridian here myself. And this is a service-disabled veteran-owned small business. They're headquartered in Fort Walton Beach, and they work in systems engineering, aircraft and ground system upgrades, mechanical and electrical system design. So a really, really cool aviation kind of centric role. If you've got an engineering design, kind of a degree, in aeronautical, mechanical engineering, and 5 years of direct aircraft, military aviation experience, engineering experience, any kind of work with the FAA, which may not be unique to some folks in the military, but if you've got an aviation background, they're really, really valuing experience just over a degree. They really would like to see that degree in an aeronautical field, but it's not an absolute must. So if you've got that experience, please let us know. And again, this is a, aeronautical mechanical engineer, R4 Integrations, and in Fort Walton Beach. Really, really excited. And the last thing, we're really excited to put that out there. The last thing I'll say to everyone is go onto our website, filter what you want to do by state, by industry, and then, take a look at the roles we have right now. And as Lucy says, please be specific when you're reaching out to us. Saying I'm looking for a remote role doesn't really help us steer you towards a great opportunity. A remote role in the IT industry. Tell us your background and where you want to be in the country. And when you register on our website, if you say open to any locations, really think about if you are, because we're going to come and source roles and talk to you about roles across the country. We want to make sure you really put in a specific location you want to be in the United States. So again, lastly, big shout out to Dave Kennett. He's on here today with Florida. Was a huge, huge force multiplier in my transition out of the Army, the AGR program. Dave, thank you for joining us. We're really, really thankful you're sharing our roles and opportunities with those transitioning Guard soldiers. So thanks so much. With that, I will pass it on to the always smiling Kate, and she is going to talk about some great direct hire opportunities. Kate?
Thanks so much, Matt. Really appreciate it. And like Matt mentioned, that's just a glimpse at all of our SkillBridge internships that we have as well. So definitely head over to the website to look into more of those. Brandy and I will both be sharing our direct hire opportunities. These opportunities are open to transitioning service members, veterans, and military spouses that are open and looking for work to start within the next month to 2 months. So these are priority roles for our clients that we're looking to get direct hire candidates into immediately. So the role that I'm going to share, the first one I'm going to share is actually with the same company that Matt just mentioned. This organization is open to seeing direct hire and SkillBridge candidates for all of their openings. So the aeronautical mechanical engineer that Matt just mentioned, and they also have an aeronautical electronics and electrical engineering roles. They have both mid and senior level roles available. And like Matt mentioned with the roles before, they're ideally looking for someone with 5+ years of engineering experience, the background that he spoke of, aircraft repair, overhaul modifications, and sustainment as well. They would like to see engineering degrees, but they are very, very focused on people that have applicable, relevant engineering experience. And this location is fantastic, that Fort Walton Beach area. So if you've been stationed at Eglin, Hurlburt, Tyndall over there, Panama City Beach, and want to get back to the Emerald Coast, these are fantastic opportunities that are both open for SkillBridge and direct hire. So definitely get in touch with Matt Hart or Matt Collins if you are interested in those electrical and aeronautical engineering roles located in Fort Walton Beach. The next opportunity that I have to share is a senior systems engineer. This is located in Quantico, Virginia. Our client is committed to delivering emerging technologies to government customers. The senior systems engineer will support the execution of the client's research and development program. This role is really a focal point between technical project status and the execution component as well. So a really exciting opportunity to embed there with their company. This role does require a TS clearance that could be SCI and SAP eligible. And they'd love to see a bachelor's degree along with 10 years of systems engineering experience. They do have a preference for someone who has a background in Marine Corps operations, such as Marine Corps Air Ground Task Force. So if this role sounds like it would be a great fit for you, you can type senior systems engineer in the chat and then reach out directly to Amber Flores, who is the lead recruiter on that position as well. And then the last role I want to share, we have a really fantastic client, and I know Brandy is going to share more about them and some other roles we have with them as well. But they are located in the Houston metro area, specifically Missouri City, Texas, and they're looking for a facilities and fleet manager. This person would be responsible for all company-owned assets. So think of managing their vehicles, company phones, computers, office supplies, everything end-to-end when it deals with facilities and owned assets of the company. They want someone that's organized, understands the basics of inventory, and is capable of refining those processes as well. So this automatically sounds to me like some sort of supply related MOSs or skill sets as well. We know we have those people coming from the military. They want someone with at least 5 years of experience doing maintenance, scheduling, registration, inventory management, and ideally someone that's worked with vendors that provide services in relation to facilities and owned assets as well. So if that sounds like you and you'd love to be in the Houston metro area, please type facilities and fleet manager into the chat, or you can reach out directly to Matt Hart, who is the lead recruiter for that role. And I'm going to pass it over to Brandy, who I know has some other great opportunities with that same client.
Thanks, Kate. And like Kate said, this is the same client. They're a unique concept of mechanical equipment as a service, combining cloud computing and remote monitoring technology. So that's kind of like that big overview of what this company is. I have a business development manager. It is a hybrid role in that Missouri City, Texas. And when I say hybrid, I mean you're going to be traveling. So it is days from home are based on the requirements of the client interaction and meetings on site. You could travel within 100 miles. That could be required. So in this role, you will drive sales by cultivating and building new business opportunities. In this position, you will also develop and execute a structure approach to provide innovative solutions, increase company revenue, and deliver high-value solutions. What you're going to need for this role: a bachelor's degree or equivalent industry experience, 3 to 5 years of sales experience, very strong ERP and CRM experience, and an understanding of general mechanical concepts. And that is the business development manager hybrid, meaning you will travel. This is an out and about, on the road, get work done kind of situation. And then my next role with the exact same company is for inside sales rep. And the inside sales rep is responsible for being the first point of contact for our clients, customers, vendors, employees. They're looking for someone with a bachelor's degree in the area of customer service, or an associate's plus 4+ years of customer service or inside sales experience. If you have a experience in warehouse, receiving, shipping environment, that is definitely what they're looking for. CRM and ERP experience, and the most important thing, a mid-level to high aptitude of Microsoft Excel. So they're talking pivot tables, all those higher level searching options on Excel. So that's really what they're looking for that position. And that is it. So inside sales and the business development manager is what I have. I'm the primary contact, so please hit me up if you're interested, and I will pass it off to Lucy.
So many new opportunities today. Thank you, guys. Really appreciated you sharing those. And we do have, we have had a lot of questions in the comments. I know Amber and Krista have been in there already answering some of those. So first things first, if you are interested in partnering with us and you would love us to share your requisitions your vacancies on a LinkedIn Live or to recruit for you, definitely connect with us. Amber has dropped into the comments Kristin Rhinelander Lucado's contact details. She is our head of strategic partnerships, or you can get in touch with one of us and we can point you in the right direction. So that's first of all. Second, we've had some really interesting questions today. I think the first one I really wanted to acknowledge was Jared, who said he was wondering if a very short turnaround time in terms of being available for SkillBridge, so he has availability to start within a week, would be a red flag for recruiters. And I think I can say wholeheartedly, but Brandy and Matt, I'd love your take on it as well. Absolutely not. It makes our life easier if you're available immediately. What do you say?
Yeah, 100% agree, Lucy. In fact, if your command team is already on board with SkillBridge and you've got the time left before terminal leave and you're willing to work with the company that we're going to work with to provide you a SkillBridge internship, no, short turnaround is fine. We can help facilitate your command approval and try to expedite the process, as much as we can. But as long as that conversation already happened with your command and they're supportive of you, timelines become much less important. It's much more about how your command is engaged with SkillBridge and their thoughts about it.
And I agree with Matt. That short timeline is great. I know, Jared, I've talked to you as well about our Texas Instruments opportunity. That one's a little bit different because it is a cohort and there's set start dates. So there's kind of two sides of that coin. If you're doing looking for a SkillBridge internship with us on a typical basis, your timeline is what we can work it to. We do have some that are very centered on a start date, but that end date actually happens to be flexible. So we can work with that timeline, for your end date as well. So I think it kind of depends on where you're at, but short timelines aren't that bad. And you just really, a company, if they're interested in bringing you in and you're ready to go, then, we will do our best to kind of get you going.
I'm going to do a quick tech thing here. Can you guys hear me? Yep. Okay. Just change microphones. Backstage told me that the Jets, because I'm on Isleston, is incredibly loud. So I've just done some tech wizardry in the meantime. Hopefully you shouldn't be able to hear them now. They are the bane of my life. We have another question here, and it's a really good one. I'm going to position this to you, Brandy, first of all, if you don't mind. We had somebody say that they're retiring after 32 years. I think it was Reynolds. Is there a market for somebody with so many years served on active duty? He is a little nervous right now. I feel like we have lots that we could share and lots of advice, but in a couple of sentences, what would you say?
I'd say yes, there is a market. My husband did 26 years in the Army. He has found a position. He's found a new home for his, for what he does. He was military intelligence in the Army. He's actually in a program manager position with Microsoft. And just there is a market because of that experience that he has. It didn't directly relate to exactly what he did in the military to what he's doing now, but he brought that experience with him. So there is a market for you. You just kind of need to figure out that industry where you're looking to be. For us, it was actually location as well. So we are back in the home state of Washington. But I will say there's a market for you.
And I think you're right to be a little nervous, and I'd be slightly concerned if you weren't. And I think from my perspective, the biggest piece of advice I could give to you right now is, if you haven't already, start talking to people. Talk to people that that have transitioned. Talk to people in roles that you're interested in. Talk to everybody you possibly can. And if you're not sure how to do that or even how to create that network, then I will draw your attention back to Mike Quinn's Mastering LinkedIn webinar, because he teaches you exactly the mechanics of how to utilize LinkedIn in order to be able to open up those conversations. Get yourself a mentor with ACP. If you're not familiar, American Corporate Partners have an amazing mentorship program where they support spouses and transitioning service members as well as veterans, and they connect you with a mentor in corporate America. It may not be in exactly what you want to do, but it gives you that perspective, that external perspective about what to do, what to consider, and how to really get going. There are also nonprofits that work in the career counseling space. So if you're not familiar, Hire Heroes USA, I think we are all familiar with them in terms of the resume that they create post-active duty, but they also have career counselors that will sit down with you and really talk you through your journey and your trajectory. So bottom line up front, too long didn't read, start talking to everyone and everybody, and just do your due diligence, your research, and get as much advice as possible in order to be able to create the beginnings of a solution for you. Oh my gosh, so many questions coming through. So Ed asked, is there a talent pool that we can dump resumes? Heck yeah, Ed, there absolutely is. Go to our website, hiremilitary.us, and on there you will see 2 buttons, join our internship talent pool or join our jobs. Please upload your resume and your details in there, because we would love to be able to consider you as and when new roles come in. Somebody else asked, and I know that Amber answered this question, but I'll throw this over to you, Kate, Matt, or Brandy, whoever's got the best and the quickest answer. So they heard about SkillBridge, but is there a program out there like that for veterans?
So we don't have a program internally for veterans, but if you have skill set that matches any of our direct hire opportunities, we can absolutely discuss with you. We have all of our recruiters on our team have the ability to take time with you to see if you are a fit, to have that conversation to get you over to our clients in order to, move you forward. But there are some other programs outside of Hire Military that offer some sort of like fellowship opportunities for veterans as well that are out there. So that's definitely something you can look into and see if that could be a fit for you, kind of returnships or fellowships for veterans. I know they're not as, widely available as SkillBridge internships, but there are some programs out there.
Wonderful. Let me just check if there are any more questions that we can answer today.
There was one I wanted to
okay.
mention, Lucy, sorry. Someone said, when looking at a SkillBridge opportunity, should I limit myself to one organization or talk to many? Please talk to many. Do not limit yourself. This is your future that you're planning. This is your life after military. Don't limit yourself to one organization. Yes, we would love for you to work with us. Yes, we want to be there for you. But you need to plan out what is best for you and your family. And that is talking to many organizations and finding that right fit. That's my advice to someone who's been through it.
I completely agree. And also, one thing I'd love to add on top of that is, if you are holding out for an internship or a job and another one comes up, really consider whether you turn that one down or not. Because we've had an instance recently, haven't we, Matt, where somebody turned down an internship because they were waiting on the response of another and they weren't successful in that second one. So they ended up with 0 when they could have had 1. So take every single conversation. If you're at least a little bit interested and you think you would do it, take that internship. Remember, as much as there is always the intent, especially with the ones that we work with, to offer a permanent role at the end of them, not all have that intent. And at the moment, in terms of the current economic and job landscape, not all of them are able to offer a role at the end of it. So really do your research in terms of the one that will work best for you. And like Brandy said, don't limit yourself, because we want you to be successful and we want to support you as best as we possibly can. And it really hurts our hearts when we see that happen to people. Kate, Matt, Brandy, is there anything else that you would like to add today?
I will just say very quickly, I know we're running low on time. For everyone looking at SkillBridge, I saw a couple of questions asking how to reach us. We'll definitely get back to you on LinkedIn, but I really recommend going to hiremilitary.us and registering in our talent pool. So when we do connect, I've got a more complete picture of your background and what you're looking to do post-military. So definitely get out there, register, Hire Military US, because I'm in that talent pool each day looking at opportunities for our veterans. So that is it for me, I promise.
And on the direct hire side as well, I saw a lot of comments about, do we have roles in Kansas? Do we have roles in Virginia? Do we have roles? Look at our careers page. We have, I think, 70 plus current openings. You can filter by state to see all of the roles across multiple industries as well. So please head to hiremilitary.us, scan our careers page and see if there's something a fit. And then you can reach out directly to any of the recruiters on our team to get more information.
We've got 1 more minute, you guys, and we've had 2 questions. So Doug has asked, how far out can we book a SkillBridge before retirement? If a company is willing and they have an opportunity, you can be placed in it. We've done it 6 to 9 months in advance, haven't we, guys? It really depends on their timescales rather than on yours. So you need to have that conversation. Brandy, anything to add to that?
No, I mean, that's the same thing. I actually just had someone start, I think last month, and I actually did his paperwork and he got approved last year around the same time. He went a year out. The company, and he did a basic internship. What we call a basic internship for our company is we can help you if there's a company that is interested in bringing on as an intern and they're not DoD Skillbridge approved, we can actually bring them underneath our umbrella. It's a conversation we would have with the company, with you, to see about that opportunity. But he brought a company to us. We got everything sorted out, and he actually just started, and it's been a year. So he did it a year out, and it's fantastic. He's having a great time.
Charles asked, are there any opportunities in Salt Lake City? You won't find anything on our website, Charles, but depending on what you're looking for, we may be able to help. So Brandy Walker would be the best person to connect with there. And Mark, I know that Krista, I think, has responded to you in terms of converting your 30 years of military experience to a civilian position. We can't help because we, as recruiters, have our candidates come to us battle ready. We don't do the preparation with you. But going back to what I just said, start talking to everybody and anybody about how they did it and connect with a mentor. ACP is an amazing opportunity to do that. And also go to an organization like Vet Jobs or Hire Heroes USA, and they will be able to support you through that. But my biggest takeaway from this is you won't convert 30 years of a military experience to a civilian position. First of all, your resume is looking for 10 years, 15 maximum. And second of all, you are going to write that resume as it relates to the role that you are applying to. So you are not going to give that company a full personal history of what you've done. You're going to extrapolate the relevant detail based on the role to which they're applying. And if you want more detail around that, go to our website, HowMilitary.us, and we have an awesome document called How to Target Your Resume, and the best tips to do that. So take a look at that. That really does Cliff Notes it down for you, really how to reposition your thinking around how to create a really good resume. We've run over, I'm sorry, but thank you for hanging out with us today. Kate, Matt, and Brandy, I appreciate your time as ever. See you next week, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.